Hi everybody, it's at Amanda Renee for the Bolt Journaling channel and Bolt Journal on Facebook. It's Thursday, so it is workshop day. Welcome to episode 2, the Lean Startup. This episode we are going to walk away feeling like we can do exactly what we want to do and how we want to do it to customize our Bolt Journal and achieve our goals with basic office supplies that we have at home. And slash or if you want to go shopping at the dollar store, but that's only if you want to. So none of the things that I'm going to talk about are sponsored. Everything is what I was already using. Nobody's paying me to talk about the Tull brand of pins from Big Lots as an example. These are just things that I'm using or things that I've found that are like, hey, this is super affordable. So speaking of setting goals, what if I told you that when I was doing the Bolt journaling process, I just had this lightning bolt or flash of inspiration or download from heaven or whatever you want to call it. I had it, and I have a totally different way of thinking about how I even set goals and how I even evaluate my life to look at it. Whenever we go to set goals, we tend to think about results and not necessarily process. And what if there was this whole way where you could look inside and look in the internal process? I know, right? So subscribe, like, hit the bell, and when you do all that, comment and say, hey, I want in on the values-based goal setting webinar, because that's what you need to do if you want to do the spiral decks that I'm about to show you in the next couple episodes for how to set your goals and achieve them, and not just have old planners full of goals that you wanted to do. Anyway, this is what I used for my lean startup. I'm not showing you all the cool new things that I found afterwards. I'll do that next year in our second set if we keep going, if we get enough people that are being served by this. I'm going to do a supplies haul in January for all the cool new stuff that I'm going to be using for my new Bolt journal. Since I know I love it, this is for me. I will be getting another one of these because this has been my day planner all through grad school. And then I'll show you all the cool other things I got my hands on. But what I started with was my old day planner. Very blah. I showed you on Transformation Tuesday. It's just a schedule and some assignments. And this is the Moleskine Professional Notebook. This is the hardback cover because I am tough on things. If I got the soft cover, it's $4 cheaper-ish, I think, on Amazon, but I would destroy it. This thing is pretty, like, it can get banged around in my backpack and it's not going to fall apart like a regular notebook would. So I'm in love with this because this is a 3-year relationship for me. You can go to the dollar store and get just dollar store notebook and number the pages yourself. This comes with numbered pages, and it comes with an index sheet in the beginning, or a contents rather, where you can write down what the index is to where you don't have to set up your own index. That's a really fast shortcut that I was able to do when I got started. I was like, oh, there's an index right here that I've never used for anything because I've just gone by date before actually Bolt journaling. And if you decide that you want to use the Moleskine or you're going to go get started on one, PM me on the Facebook page or comment here on the YouTube channel, and I can give you the cheat sheet. I sat down and I literally did math for 4 or 5 hours one afternoon to figure out my indexing. And this isn't page for page. There's still 20-30 pages worth of room, so it's totally customizable. But if you want an easy cheat for here's how to get started, here's how to plug in your daily or monthly sheets, I can send this to you. Not this messy thing where I did it for me, but I can send you my typed indexing guide, right? Easy sheet, get straight to it. That's what we're doing on Bolt. So that's part of why I love this, is I'm used to the pages are numbered. It was easy to get started. I already had this. I had half of the space to use, and I already had a lot of art supplies around because I do visual arts journaling. You can follow me on Instagram at Amanda Renee to see more visual arts journals. The reflections that are in here that are my monthly reflections for visual arts journaling are not on Instagram because they're just for my Bolt people, because it's in my Bolt journal and it's about my time and my experience with Bolt journaling. So I grabbed my markers. Everybody knows what kind of brand those are. I don't know if they're going to get mad at me for saying what they are. I grabbed my fine point markers at my local office supply store and got started And oh, also washi tape. Dollar store has washi tape, like your stores that are $1 or your stores that have things for $5 or less. Look how cool they are, like unicorns and clouds. And this is how much I grabbed of how much I have, and I'm not going to tell you how much washi tape I have. So I just grabbed my washi tape, and you might have seen in the index, sorry, I keep hopping around. You might see all these weird lines of washi tape. Obviously on the new one it'll be a little bit better, but those correspond to, I don't know how well you can see that or not because of how my lamp is working right now, but those correspond to a little corner thing that I have that goes above the page number for me, because then that tells me what kind of page it is and where I'm at in the book, and I can easily go, okay, November, back, October, blah 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 blah. See how it works? So that's just how I do page coding. I seriously just had washi tape. I already had some from using my visual arts collage, and markers and pens, whatever pens, and this, and obviously a calculator because I figured out the indexing for you. Get you straight to it. Other things that I already had that might not be common that I used for, say, like how I set up my beautiful monthly sheets that I love so much. I already had a notebook of graph paper, and that's another dollar store item, so that's pretty easy. But some of the different things that I already had letter stickers because I was collaging. I had a bunch of old magazines because I was collaging. And then I had one of these wonderful things, which is a grown-up coloring book for stress relief. And then these kind of pages, like I just cut these out, like you might recognize that because I'll use a lot of those for my monthly inspirational quote or things like this. I would cut out and cut down and just use double stick tape to stick it in there for my mood tracker. So that was a shortcut that I took. Those are at those kind of affordable stores. And then, like I said, just coloring with the markers. So super lean startup. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm keep coughing on you. You could seriously go to the dollar store if you had none of these supplies. Hang on. Washi tape, pen, marker, notebook, and graph paper. You could spend $5 and get started right now if you had none of these things at home already. Super affordable. This whole thing, if I sit and color this whole thing and set it all up, it's 30 minutes. So super time effective, because that's worth it for me. I love my month. That's my whole monthly data tracker. I'm going to see that every single day. That's worth it for me, for that to look that beautiful. Later on in another workshop, we're going to talk about other options for how to set up your daily, if you want to do a weekly page, if you need to do a daily page, or if you're like my best boss girlfriend, Miss Fitness on Your Mind, go check her out. She needs a page for personal and a page for business so she can see both faces. Like this is one whole day, but this is her side and this is her business side, so she can see everything that's going on. So that would change the indexing a little bit, obviously, but it would be really easy to figure out based on my cheat sheet for you. You can do, like I said, weekly and daily. Here's my weekly right now, and the reason that I moved to a weekly from a daily is that right now I don't have classes, so that I don't feel like I need as much room. You don't have to color code your daily sections whatsoever. I use a schedule. You don't have to use a schedule. You can just put things in, color code it, or just write it down, or just have bullet points, or whatever works for you. And you can try out different ways that work for you. Like this is how next week looks, because I decided, hey, it's really hard for me to see because I destroy this planner, messy planner, together life, right? Bullet journaling. Death to planner shame, dude. Look how messy that is, because I live here. That's how I get stuff done. That's how I go to bed. Well, now I go to bed and I have ideas pop in my head and I get up and write them down because I'm talking to you guys and I'm so excited for you to be inspired to do this. But I don't worry about this because it's here, because it's as it's happening, right? That's why it's such a mess. So no planner shame. This will get as destroyed as that, but it'll be easier for me to see because it's different colors. So that's just a little overview of next week's setup. I actually went back just for you guys because I'm so excited for you to get this. I went back and did a different daily, a different setup to where you could see how to possibly do a daily. If you were going to do a one face for a day, you could have tasks. I have coursework because if you're a student or if you're in grad school or whatever, I have my to-do list over here. And then I like a schedule, even though things change and it's always like adapting and I'm crossing things out and moving things. I love a schedule. So I have a schedule. That says this Thursday and Friday for fake. But if this was the 2-page system, this side could be the business side, and then I have a whole different thing for calls and emails. Like, it's whatever you need it to be. So this could be the two-faced system, as we call it, or the daily system where you have all the room that you need for everything. Like, here's my assignments, here's my schedule, here's my to-do list at one glance. It's customizable for you. So I want you to walk away from this video going, hey, I can do this. Either I have these things at home, or I can invest $5 in my life right now to get organized and stress-free and go to sleep when I try to go to sleep. So I want you to feel like it's totally customizable. It's not overwhelming because all the options are there. I'm here for you. You can talk to me, PM me, comment, follow the page, whatever you do. Reach out and say, hey, this is what's not working about planning. And I'll be like, hey, have you tried this? Have you tried that? Here's an option. There's an option. Option, right? So with all these options, it's more about you finding your stride and your plan without planner shame. It can look rough and it'll get better. I'm going to show you in the next couple episodes some mistakes that I made when I got started and how I made them better and how I figured it out and what I'm still figuring out. There's still, like, I'm adding new things going, this looks like crap, but it's helping me do my life and achieve my goals. Hashtag death to planner shame. So I'm here for you. I'm at Amanda Renee for Bolt Journaling, getting you straight there. I'll see you next episode. Bye.